Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of Cwtch Corner.
Now then, as always, our starter for part 2 is animal shaming.
Yay.
I've
First
got
one.
some good ones.
I took my teeth out and left them on the end table. I hate my dad's teeth.
And then if you look up
Oh yeah,
in
in
the
top corner you've got what's left of them. Yeah. Oh good.
Mm-hmm.
And that one? I peed on the hamster. Oh, that's a very wet hamster that would be.
No,
You were looking so innocent as well. I
know.
didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't. It wasn't me.
I mean,
The hamster peed on me.
how comes to mind, but then, to be perfectly honest, if the boy, like, if they're having a wash or what have you, they don't always necessarily notice what's going on around them.
Right, and ruined mum's bath. Sat on candle, lit arse on fire. Oh!
I shouldn't laugh.
Fluff bum.
But what on earth?
Oh.
I mean, I'm not being funny, but you know, he sat on a candle.
Yeah. One of my friends, his cat got too close to a candle and burnt all the whiskers off one side. And when the cat went up onto the fence, it would fall off
Yeah,
because they use them for balancing.
That's
So
right.
they had to burn the other side
to even him out.
to even it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few pointers for health warnings. Always be mindful when you've got candles going if you've got cats about, because you can guarantee they will do the strangest things just so they can look at you disapprovingly.
And there's that one. So it is now
Right.
Dad
Dad's
bits.
bits.
Not got a lot this week because I've got lots of other ones. I've got lots of
He's got a segment of his own that's a
of the other
one-off
bit.
for Halloween.
Yeah. So we've got parking available in empty spaces only.
I'm glad you told me that.
Usually, well, unless you've got something like a Sherman tank where you can park on top of the other cars. You know what I mean?
That's what my granddad learnt to drive in. I think I've said before.
Yeah.
But there is a reason he could run into the only lamppost in the empty parking lot.
Got this. Push to open. If that doesn't work, pull. If both don't work, try the actual entrance to your left. So people have obviously done it so many times.
Mind you, we had to put a sign up telling people that we had glass.
Yes, we had next to the door we had a display cabinet.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like the glass on it, obviously like that. And I put a sign on the glass of the actual window saying there's glass here.
The amount of
Because people went up to it
you
to have a
could
look at the window. They looked at it and smacked their head against the window, and you'd be sitting in the shop and you hear this. Oh, someone's done it
In
again.
fairness, though, it certainly meant that our window washer was worth every
Yeah, it's right. Yeah.
penny, to be perfectly honest.
Right. This one. During mating, a honeybee's penis is ripped from its body along with their intestines. Shortly before they die, their testicles explode and their abdomens are severed from their body.
You are?
Yeah. Those that survive face rejection from the hive, no longer useful to their queen.
Oh,
And I looked it up
lovely.
in different bits, and it is true. Yeah. Apparently, they make an exploding noise that humans can actually hear.
That's so awful.
Mm.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, where's it go?
We're going out with a bang. Quite literally. Yeah, it was a bit like octopus, isn't it? You know, the octopi. So when the male will rip its penis off and throw it at the female.
That's one way of getting her attention.
Yeah,
I
so
suppose.
it's that's one way of telling you to go yourself. Right. And well, today I learned when a coal waste pile collapsed onto the Welsh village of Aberfan in 1966. If you've seen like the Crown, you would know about that.
Yeah, in
It's
the
because you wondered about it.
blooming
But
awful.
the school lunch lady, Nancy Williams, saw the disaster coming and flung herself onto 5 school children to shield them from the avalanche. All 5 children survived, but Nancy didn't. And apparently, the headmaster as well. He did the same thing. He threw himself in front of school children, but they all died on that apparently.
I say
right.
it was a horrendous thing to have happen anyway.
There's a type of tick in the US that's bite can make you permanently allergic to red meat, beef, pork, and milk.
Really?
Apparently so, yes.
Well, that wouldn't do me any good. I
No,
feel
it's
quite
right.
poorly, don't I?
Yeah. Steve McQueen had a habit of demanding free items in bulk from studios when doing movies. It was later discovered that these items, like electric razors and jeans, went to Boys Republic Reformatory School, where McQueen had been as a teenager.
Oh, right, that's nice.
And
Oh, look.
right, Little Tite's Cosy Coupe toy was so popular that it was a top-selling car in the USA by 1991, selling 500,000 units a year and outselling the Honda Accord and the Ford Taurus.
Good grief. That's crazy.
Yeah. Right. So now we're on to
Oh,
knock-off Halloween outfits.
I've been looking forward to these.
There's some savage ones in here as well. There really are. Because you know licenses, but you can't use. If you haven't got the license, you can't use the actual name. So they'd have to hint at it. Right, we've got Mr. Smiley.
I don't know much about that.
It's got a joke. It's a Joker.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you can't see it's a Joker's
No.
bit there.
It looks a bit Clockwork Orangey
Yeah.
to me, and I've never seen that either.
Right. A lad in costume. A lad in a costume.
I like that. That's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah. We've got Juice Demon.
Oh,
Beetlejuice.
so Beetlejuice. Yeah.
Yeah. Blue Speed Mouse. Sonic the
That's
Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog. He's not a mouse.
We've got
No.
Video Game Guy.
I don't know. He's more like
He's a
porn
man,
chap, isn't he?
Yeah. Men's Out of Space costume.
Yeah.
Vader.
I know it's Vader, yeah.
Yeah. We got this one is Biscuit Beast
Hey?
or Cookie Monster.
Oh, I can see the eyes now.
Got eyes on top of her head. Yeah, Cookie Monster. It's got a cookie bag as well.
Biscuit Beast. That is brilliant. I like that.
Right, we've got Boy of the Rings.
Boy of the Ring. Oh, I don't know how they got away with it.
Aqua Hero.
Oh my days! Some of these have got to be made up, surely.
No, this has got a price below it. It's
Good
that
God.
2 temporary tattoo sheets, $6.50. Isn't that dollars? Yeah. Well, no, because it's I say it's still licensed, isn't it? It's Warner Brothers.
Mm.
Treasure Huntress.
Oh, Tomb Raider.
5 holster sets with guns. Where's the stripy dude?
actually sounds so much better than Where's Wally.
That's right, yeah.
Where's the stripy dude?
And who have we got here?
Ronald
It's
McDonald.
some sort of strange clown. We've got Moneywise the clown.
Oh, so it's not even Ronald McDonald.
No,
It's Pennywise.
It's Moneywise.
Oh dear. I still think my Pennywise.
Yeah.
Or
We have got
imitate
here.
Better.
It's from Disney Froze. And it's Boyish Snow Clown.
Also known as Olaf.
I would like it was Disney Froze as well.
Yeah.
Because right, we've got Factory Worker Girl.
Oompa loompa doopity-da.
Misfit Sidekick.
Also known as Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Bossy Salem's sister.
Oh, that's the one from Hocus Pocus.
It is, yes.
Midler.
It is, yeah. Right. No, it's the rice is strange. It looks Minnie Mouse, but the rice is strange.
Yeah, I must admit I don't really get where that comes from.
I'm guessing China. Right. We've got Hermione Grinder, the top student at Chalkboards. No licensing fees.
Oh, that's brilliant.
We've got Potter's Teacher Wizard. Looks more like Gandalf, actually.
I was thinking that. Yeah, it does.
Right, we've got Orphan Boy Witch.
That's terrible.
Oh, they get worse. We've got Unusual Events.
Oh,
Which
you
is-
mean like a series of unfortunate events?
No.
Soldier? No?
No. There you go. Right. It's Stranger Things.
Oh.
Unusual Events.
Oh, dear. It's like failing puns, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. We've got Evil Midweek Cutie, which would be Wednesday.
It's fabulous. Who are you? I'm Midweek Cutie.
Right. We have got Pubescent Frog of Silent War. Or Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes in a half shell.
And can we get worse than that? Yes, we can, because we get my favourite, which is Dead Parents Hero. I mean, that's savage. Come on,
Oh my days. That is really not right, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you could have a Batman and a Spider-Man one. So if you don't behave yourself, I'll call your parent. Oh, never mind. Right, and that's the end of that.
There really wasn't anywhere further to go from
No,
bottom,
it wasn't,
really,
no,
was there,
no.
on that last
No.
one? Yeah.
Right, we'll bring it back down now. Shop updates.
Right, so our starter, as usual, of course, is our lovely Gem Boutique.
Who has got candles?
She has. These have been in stock. Well, they're actually getting quite low in stock now. There's 3 designs to choose from. You've got Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and the sort of gothic-y heart jobby. They're £7 each, and if you could just buy those, then the postage would be £3. but I know that she does combine postage on things, so
Yeah.
it depends on what you get.
Yeah.
They're quite large candles, so you know.
So look a fair size.
I say their width is 5 centimeters and their height is 10 centimeters. They're not.
Yeah.
They're little chunksters, and I mean, seriously, you really wouldn't want to burn them. They're so nice.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
Right. So who else have we got?
We have got the one from
Excuse me.
Pumpkin Hollow. She's got a new one out now. It's pre-order House of Books mystery box. Second-hand books, handmade candle, personalised items, unique themed items, handmade items, teeny edition ghost or limited edition tiny ghost. Pre-order House of Books mystery box.
Now, normally
Okay.
we do order from Pumpkin Hollow because I mean,
Yeah.
but this month or this time we decided not to, only because
We've got so many books.
we've got books coming out of our rear rolls.
The last thing we want is more books that we don't particularly want. So
That being said, I'm going to look into getting a copy of the Pumpkin Hollow newsletter because I absolutely love
probably get
that.
some other bits as well.
That's right.
Yeah, but this new collection has finally arrived. Petrie, right from the Pumpkin Press, and resident ancient Egyptian mummy opens the door to his bookstore, House of Books. Perfect for the chilly weather. View the blistery rain and gently spinning gold leaves from a cosy room as you light a candle, tuck up the blanket in and lose yourself in a book or two. As usual, this mystery box contains one main item, in this case 2 second-hand mystery books. Choose from the following: horror, crime thriller, romance, comedy, sci-fi and fantasy. One handmade one handmade candle in a mystery scent.
You can't beat a candle.
That's right. 2 handmade items, 1 themeable item, limited edition mini handmade ghost, and new to this box, 1 personalised item. Please leave a name in the notes section if you wish this to be a gift to someone else.
So still lots of good bits,
Yeah.
but we sort of like said a while ago, because we used to get Fairy Loot and Owl Crate, and they were both book-based ones.
Yeah.
And
We stopped them because we don't want the books.
purposely-
We've got so many books, and we still buy them. But we've got hundreds and hundreds.
The other side is that we've got charity shops around us that are so cheap for books that it's ridiculous.
That's right, and they do some good ones. If you said our book hauls,
Yeah,
we've got one.
right.
We've got one waiting to go over there, but I haven't.
We haven't
We've got other
videoed
bits to
it.
do.
Well,
It's like,
But yeah, we have actually stopped getting books at the moment because we've got such backlog.
yeah. Right, and we've got Witch Box. Just a selection of some bits they got there. Angelic Magic Card, Angelic Magic Tea, History of Angels and Magic Book of Shadows page, Major Arcana 22 card tarot deck, and Wooden Magical Herb Drying Rack, which was great. That was. And
It was.
Spirit Animal Witchy tattoos. Yeah. And that was all the bits this week. The show updates.
So it was quite a short one.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, people. I know I'm sort of.
Yeah.
But
But
we've got to do it now because Darren's got to get it edited and whatnot.
that's right. Well, so we've got this week's one, because from last week
Oh, that's
you
right.
had asked, Debbie asked about what sort of witch you would be.
Yes.
So we've got this bit, witch.
So what have our lovelies said?
Nicolette Baker, Nikki. I call myself Time Witch from the University of Gallifrey, but in fact I'm that old I've watched from day one.
Love
Pardon me.
that.
We've got Fester. My familiar will be a crow like the one in my pic. His name was Vincent. We saved him a few years ago. Found him near Asda in a bad way. He was with us for nearly a year until he was ready to fly away. He came back twice too after flying off the third time. He went into a nearby tree, found 2 crow friends and left with them.
That's
Farewell, my friend.
lovely.
I would steal the Mrs. name, Drusilla Dreadful, as I'd rather be a witch than a warlock. And I wish I'd thought of that name first.
No, we're very fond of Drusilla. We had a Drusilla, didn't we?
Yeah.
Beautiful. She was absolutely stunning hamster.
And Pink Poodle. I'm a Pink Poodle witch. My familiar is my poodle Billy Bum Bum. But my cat Jessie chose me, so she's my actual one. That's why I'm Pink Poodle too.
You can actually have more than one familiar. I've been looking into it.
She sent a message sent to us a bit after we got this. What was on it? It was she was saying about because her cat Jessie's not well.
That's right.
And it's been checked out, and it turned out she's not a Jessie with an IE. She's a Jessie with an E.
In other words,
because Jessie wasn't a girl, Jessie was a boy.
Yeah.
That's been spayed or has been.
But we hope.
Done.
So we send blessings as well.
Yeah.
There's been quite a few poorly pussycats lately.
They have, yes.
Personal friend ones, and you guys contacting us about your cats, and honestly, I mean, I lost Beena on Halloween a number of years ago, and yeah, not good.
Right.
But sending blessings to all of them for getting better.
We've got Laura Bonham. If I was a witch, I'd have to be called Gertie.
That's such a cool name,
Gertie.
actually.
I always think I can't remember what it was. Dirty Gertie number 30. And it was back in the 70s, 80s sort of bit. But I can't remember what it was. The first thing that popped into my mind is my very poorly nan has had a hanging soft witch sat on a crescent moon in her kitchen for years. Familiar would have to be an owl called Moon.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's that one.
Ooh.
Other comments and tings.
What tings have you got for me?
I don't know, I can't remember. Patricia. No disrespect meant, but I thought you would like to know the correct pronunciation for Samhain is pronounced Sowan.
I've heard that before, but I didn't realise it was the same thing.
Yeah. It's a word from the Irish language.
No offence taken.
Very few of their words are pronounced as they are written.
Yeah.
My father was a Gaelic speaker and used to explain how the vowel sounds were changed. No, so we've always gone bits are dumb because
yeah, we don't take offence on things for the simple reason is, you know,
it's only if you find out because you see things written down. We used to have it with I'm still trying to get over it now. Yggdrasil. We used to get it for like Tree of Life.
Yeah.
Because this looks like how it's spelled or is spelled. Yggdrasil.
It's not.
But
it's Yggdrasil.
It's Yggdrasil, yes. Because there's a Viking-based sort of metal band, Brothers of Metal, and they're from over there, so it's over in the Netherlands, and so they've got a song called Yggdrasil, and so it is Yggdrasil. But so you only know because if you're just reading it, you read it as you think, as an English person would say it.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Because you spell out words as English as you've learned, don't you?
But I mean, I understand her nervousness because at the end of the day, you never quite know how people are going to take things, and some people take real offence to such basic things. But we are not one of those.
No, we will not take offence, or even a small potting shed.
He really won't either because he likes saying that.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Coincidentally, Patricia's also my mum's name.
Yes, although
it shouldn't have been because they were going to name. She was named after the midwife, so the midwife was called Pat. But the midwife's actually named. They thought it was Patricia. It was actually Patience, so she could have been Patience, but she. But
your
no, she's a Patricia.
Your mum doesn't have the patience to be a patient.
No, she doesn't. No. Right. Got Nikki again. I'm old in numbers and physical ability only. I'm really still an excitable 10-year-old, but have many children, grandchildren and greats too. I'm old enough to be your mum, but I love watching you and your ham fan. Yeah, well, you go to this excitable 10-year-old. My mum's 75.
And she still watches
Okay?
cartoons.
She spends most of her time watching cartoons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's no sort of bit of growing up. I mean,
Well, you grow
growing,
up.
as they say, growing old is mandatory. Growing up is optional.
That's right.
And I'm bursting for excitement. It was Nikki again, bursting with excitement for the BBC Centenary Doctor Who special episode tomorrow, which was on the other day. Are you fans? We're not fans of particularly of the Doctor Who. We used to watch it. I used to watch it up to Sylvester McCoy. I haven't watched any of the new ones. I've seen a few bits of David Tennant ones, and he said like on here, I was however excited to meet the next Doctor, but they may be up to tricks this time, as we heard there was.
We know what, but we don't want to. Do you want to spoil it?
Well, it's not spoiled.
Oh, fair enough.
It's been on everything. It's
Right.
not spoiled. They've brought it out because David Tennant came back as the 14th Doctor,
I mean, I'll be honest, guys.
and the new guy who's going to be coming in about 6 months down the line as the 15th Doctor.
I mean, Doctor Who I always used to find terrifying, along with most other people.
Oh Christ! I went.
But
Yeah.
honestly, David Tennant, I could just sit and watch him in more or less anything. I find him fascinating. Really outstanding actor.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to when I was little. Well, I was little. I was carried out by my dad, so I had to be little. I mean, I went to Doctor Who experience in the Isle of Wight, and yeah, they had bits there, had waxwork bits like that, and it had I mean, bear in mind this would have been. I was born in '73, so this would have been in the late '70s, and it had Davros in it, the head of the Daleks, and it moved because all the other bits were stationary, and as you walked up there he moved around like back and forth like that, and yeah, I cried and Dad had to carry me out.
It's really strange. I mean, I think that nowadays if kids saw bits and that, they wouldn't think a thing.
No, it's because things have changed a lot.
Yeah. Well,
But Doctor Who was originally supposed to be an educational program. The first series was done as an educational bit.
no, if you
Done a bit to teach children. No, they changed it. They changed it after that. They changed it after that.
You
But like I
can't
said, the
have
first
Daleks
series was
going upstairs. It's just not worth it.
no.
Right. So what else have we got?
Laura, she got there. Oh, Debbie, you guys helped me too. I have severe anxiety and became so unwell I couldn't even sign into social media platform for months.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not
interacting
online
with
a
this
lot.
week, with this every week, has helped me so much more than you can possibly imagine.
I find it's strange, isn't it? And when you get people that get it because they've gone through it themselves, and you can have the weirdest things. It's like with social media.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I've always said to you guys that, you know, if I'm friends with you on the platforms, it's not that I don't care or anything like that. I don't go on there that much, and not only that, to be perfectly honest, it's the pressure of having to come up with something to write back. It's nothing to do with anything that's asked or any pressure from you guys. It is purely that I find it difficult to formulate things at times, and I've found that if I'm not having a particularly good day and things like that, I keep myself separated from social media and
so
bits like that.
Because bits like this, it's good.
Yeah.
And bits like that, because like on the whole, like, the social media is a vile virus thing. It really is, especially Twitter. Oh, bits that come out on Twitter, Christ.
I don't like the fact that, you know, everybody seems to have an opinion on everybody else's life and things like that, and I just think,
well, no, everyone's got an opinion.
live.
Yeah.
but nobody's supposed to have an opinion other than you.
That's right. Yeah, so I was going to say, so
And-
everyone's got an opinion, but if it's not the opinion that the person's got,
Yeah.
then it's not right. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I watch people. I mean, we're very fortunate with you guys because we haven't got anybody that really calls us out or anything like that.
No.
Because quite simply, it's as I say, we are who we are. It's as simple as that. We give as much as we are willing to give.
Yeah.
And I can't deal with the stress of pretending to be something I'm not. So you sort of get what you're given, really.
Yeah.
It's like, as I say, I'm struggling with tiredness at the moment. My body's starting to shut off and what have you.
Yeah.
But it's just the way it is sometimes. And because I know that a lot of you guys have got problems with your own things and things like that, it's quite healthy for you to turn around and say, do you know what, I'm not quite tickety-boo today. And yes, I do love using that term.
Yeah. But I said to you the other day though, I didn't know if it's the we were talking about it, so didn't know if it was the
Wiccan side,
the witchy sort of side that attracts people with disabilities and anxiety and bits like that, issues, or if it's us. So I don't, because it's.
I said to Darren a while ago, I mean, it's not just the social media bit. Having my altar has really helped. And the fact that you can't really be wrong with an altar, there's no pressure there, which is an amazing thing, really. But you just do what's right for you and what's right for your belief system on bits like that. But it doesn't, you know, I think any religion is a good thing as long as it's something that gives you comfort and solace. Yeah. If it gives you hard and fast rules other than, you know, and creates a clique and things like that, that's not about religion, that's about people wanting power.
Yeah.
So just do what you feel good about you.
Yeah. And we've got another one going on the anxiety bit. It's a bit longer, but it was it's an important one because it's Pink Poodle. She was saying about going on a scooter. It makes her nervous after an incident she had in Superdrug in East Ham, where the assistant manager told her that people like her shouldn't be allowed in the store because they put products on the end of the aisle, so she couldn't turn round, and made it difficult and put her anxiety through the roof. Because we've had it. A friend of ours who's in a wheelchair, he was saying about it, because apparently all you need to be disabled friendly or wheelchair friendly is for you to be able to get in the front door.
That's it.
You don't have to be able to get down the aisles or anything.
But it's the same thing as you get
this guy in here, he made her anxiety go through the roof, and he was like, before she left, he said in more words, people like her in scooters and wheelchairs shouldn't be allowed in the stores. According to him, she should leave the scooter outside and walk around the store, which is extremely painful to do. And why should she have to do that? She reported in the head office, and Superdrug didn't do anything about the situation.
No.
They gave her a £15 voucher for her problems. She chased it for a few weeks.
Missing the point, or
yeah,
what?
and they told her it was being looked into all the time. They said look into it, and there was no apologies. And she took back the £15 and didn't spend it because she didn't want it.
No.
She was going to buy stuff to put in the food bank.
Thing is, I mean, it's like the thing, isn't it? Throw money at a problem.
Yeah. But from then on, she's nervous about going out on her scooter because of people making her feel like it. But she can't go into Superdrug in East Ham because of him, and now she's nervous about going past it. And it takes a lot for her to go out at any point.
Yes,
so
that's
right. Many factors considered going out, and you don't want to consider them all when you go out.
I mean, thankfully, her reaction of anger kicks in, which is good. But it makes you second guess yourself all the time, because it's sometimes when you get people attacking you like that and you can't do anything. But I mean, it goes back to when people that were disabled were kept out of view. You know, they were sort of hidden away.
Yeah.
And it's like, grow up for God's sake,
Yeah.
you know. You know, I'm not being funny, but it'd be interesting to see if karma comes round to bite his butt. And you could
Yeah.
say that I'm being slightly aggressive about it, but at the same time, I've had abuse and bit with me, and I just,
Yeah.
you know,
So you
it knocks your
you could say
confidence
it's been
so much.
you've been aggressive about it. I've been more aggressive.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm quite. That's where I look.
say-
I'm quite soft, sort of bit, but I won't take anything out against Debbie.
Well, no, it was the same as say I always used to be so hot-headed and stand up for people left, right, and centre, but with the breakdown and everything, it's just I can't deal with anybody. I mean, brother tried getting me into an argument a couple of times, and
That was early on in it, wasn't it? Yeah.
That was early
Yeah.
on in the bit, and
Yeah.
because he thought that'd make me better if he could get me to come back out of myself again, and of course it didn't work at all.
No. But Debbie's had the same bits as well, which I'm sure
Yeah.
a lot of you have. You're going to something can happen, and then you've then got to try and overcome the bits from that to go out again.
And I can guarantee you, I mean, as much as I might be forgetful about things, but when things, unfortunately, fear is a very real thing that it's very nice for those that can turn around and say, oh yes, I used to be afraid of that, but I did this. Good for you. I'm pleased you've got through it.
That's right.
But unfortunately, not everybody brain works the
No,
same
that's
way.
right. Yeah.
And you know, when you hear about bits like this, it's like, well, it's the same as it disgusts me when you get shops turn around and say, oh, well, you can't bring your baby's pram in here.
Yeah.
Now, excuse me, you
Now-
expect to leave them
Now,
outside?
Christ, weird.
Say, do you want to put a sign on around the thing
We had
saying
bloody
help
great big,
yourself?
we had bloody great big mobility scooters coming to our place because we'd left.
We purposely
'Cause we
made
left it
sure that all of
because-
the shop was accessible.
Because even though you weren't in a wheelchair at the time,
No, that's
Oh, yeah.
it. I wasn't
we
at
left
the time.
we left
but
it we left it so it was accessible to get around.
That's right. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we didn't want to alienate people.
No.
And I mean, it's amazing actually how far things have come, and how back in the Stone Ages a lot of things have been.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. I mean, some of our friends have shops where I can't go into them properly.
Yeah.
But I haven't got a problem with that, because let's say one person I'm thinking of in particular, bless him, Darren could bring bits out to show me, and he was
Yeah.
perfectly happy with him doing that.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always possible for the accessibility, and it's not always possible, especially if somebody doesn't know you,
Yeah.
to trust that you can, you know. But it's amazing what you can achieve by talking to people quite rationally. But nah, it shouldn't have happened to her, and it shouldn't have happened to a lot of people I've heard about as well, and friends I've heard about. It shouldn't happen to any of us.
But it does. It does. I mean, our friend David, I mean,
Well, I
he
stayed
had
in
someone-
for a very long
he-
time when
someone-
somebody questioned me being out at
Well,
markets.
yeah, on Christmas one Christmas he was sitting down at McDonald's bit with his friend. A woman sat down on a chair with them, didn't know him, and she said, "God, you don't know how lucky you are. My feet are killing me." And he said, "Well, I can always run over him in a wheelchair for you if you want." And she thought it was rude.
Bearing in mind, this is a stranger sitting at your table, turning around
So
and
that you're lucky
basically
you're in a
saying you're
wheelchair.
lucky you're in a
Yeah,
wheelchair.
because her feet hurt.
Now,
Oh my heart bleeds.
it's really important that you accept what your body allows you and doesn't allow you to do. But what isn't acceptable is doing something like that. The thing is, if it had been somebody he knew and knew his sense of humour and bits like that,
Yeah,
he'd probably laughed along with them.
yeah,
But this was a complete stranger. I mean, not only that, to be perfectly honest, you don't go and sit down at somebody's table.
no, Yeah, you might.
I
So
mean, it's a
you
bit
say,
different
I
from
say
saying,
you
would
might go and say,
would
excuse
you
me,
mind
is any,
watching my
I say, is
backs
anyone
while
sitting
I
there?
go and get a cup of tea or
Hello.
something?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to mind that particularly,
No.
but you know, unless you're worried about bombs and things. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I think that people expect a bit too much on some things, but they don't actually put in so much forethought when it actually comes to how other people feel.
No.
People can be more so about how they feel and how everybody else should feel because they feel that way.
Yeah.
But less so about being, well, if I was in that person's shoes.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You get different bits and bobs. I think things have gone so peculiar now. It's nerve-wracking with around people that you don't know anyway. So
yeah. So we've got that, and on to the giveaway. Yeah.
right, so guys, before we let you go before the giveaway, my question this week. So this is one of the ones that's worth
5 points. 5 points.
I did write it down on my thing, and I'm trying to read.
What's your favourite thing about Halloween?
That's right. That is precisely what it is. Yes, so I wanted to know what your favourite thing is about Halloween, whether it's pumpkin carving, whether it's sitting in the dark, watching scary movies, eating sweets and pretending you're not in, so the kids that come round don't take your sweets.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm using borderised bits I've heard people saying about.
Whether it's burying people in the back garden, or whatever. Yeah.
People do make good food fertiliser.
They do, yes.
Do make good vegetation fertiliser.
They do,
I don't recommend it. But no.
The roses are coming up lovely.
But no, I mean, to be honest, I like it because it makes me think of those that aren't here and favourably, and I sort of, it's a bit like celebrating their life, whether it be in my mind or what have you, and you get to dress up as a witch while doing so. So what more could you want, really?
Yeah.
But yeah. No, so let me know.
Yeah.
Right, guys, so you are quite safe now. If you know the giveaway rules, that is all we're going to be going through. So I will say to you, as always, be different.
Yeah.
And now on to the details for the giveaway.
Yeah.
Darren, you fill them in because.
Yep. The giveaway, basically, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the 5th of November, which is looking very unlikely to happen now. But there will still be a prize. If we reached it by 500, there's going to be a big prize. If not, it'll be a smaller prize. How to enter? Make sure you subscribe onto the channel.
That's right.
And for every video you comment on, you get a point. So if there's other bits as well, it's like you enter into bits like on Cwtch Corner, which today you've got like your Sherlock, you've got your riddle, my riddle, you've got captions, you've got Debbie's question, which was 5 points anyway. You've got the bit for commenting on it anyway, which gives you another point. Yeah, so I say there are other bits each week and other bits popping up with different ways of getting extra points. Basically, each point gives you one bit into the giveaway. And
there's no time limit on the special questions. Obviously, there is with Sherlock and bits.
There is. The time limit is the 5th of November.
Yeah.
But so I mean, you've got up until then, which is just over a week away.
This is it.
So, yeah, so I believe it's a week Saturday.
Getting close.
So yeah. So I say make your comments on it.
And happy Halloween, everybody.
Share it around to people. It could still happen. I think we're 83 away from it at the moment. Yeah. But I say it could still happen.
But
I
no.
could also win the lottery, but it could still happen.
Bear in mind, obviously, Halloween on Monday, which means that we are showing the opening of the Coven
Yep.
countdown to
Cover
Halloween.
13-day one.
But yeah,
On Sunday we've also, on Sunday the 30th, we've also got a HAMster one, a HAMster Halloween box. So be for you as well, and yeah.
So lots of goodies, lots of good videos coming up. So as always, guys, be different, and may the odds be ever in your favour.
And have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.